Legends, I am giving away 2 copies of Dragonflight. It is only available to NA and Oceanic users, unfortunately, no EU gifters. One winner is going to be picked from the comments section on YouTube, and the other one is going to be given away via Discord. So to give yourself the best chance, make sure you comment on the videos, make sure you come and jump in the Discord. Hey Legends, what's up? It's Darkmech here, and today we're talking Protection Warrior. So, Protection Warrior looking really good in Dragonflight. Figure there's a few people that's going to be coming back and dusting off that Protection Warrior, so we thought we'd make a quick Season 4 guide if you were looking to carry the Protection Warrior from now into Dragonflight. So this video is going to be laid out with the information obtained from Lerold's Wowhead guide, and also the information that you can get from going into the Warrior Discord at Skyhold. So we're going to kick this off with the rotation. So rotation openers. In a raid setting, you're going to go Charge, Avatar, Demoralizing Shout, your Covenant ability, Shield Slam, and Thunderclap. That's your priority order. Mythic Plus, charging into 3+ mob packs, you're going to go Charge, Necro Banner if you're a Necro Lord, Avatar, Thunderclap, Revenge, Demo Shout, your Covenant ability if you're playing Kyrian or Night Fae, as the mobs would be stacked up, then Shield Slam and a Thunderclap. Protection Warrior single target rotation that you are going to filter your way through, Avatar, Demoralizing Shout, your Covenant ability, Shield Slam, Thunderclap, Revenge when it's free, or Execute when you're able to dump Rage. So that is your single target priority order. Now I haven't listed things like Shield Block and Ignore Pain in here, as you'll be weaving these in where required. You want to have as much uptime on your Shield Block and Ignore Pain when you are actively tanking to mitigate as much incoming damage as possible. The less damage a situation puts you in, the more flexibility you have with your rage around electing to spend it on things like Revenge or Execute, speaking from a damage output perspective. Protection Warrior AoE rotation. The AoE rotation actually stays the exact same as single target, which makes this really easy if you're talking about maximizing rage generation to funnel that into your defensive mitigation. However, if you were just looking to max out damage in an AoE setting, your priority changes to Revenge over Thunderclap over Shield Slam. At 4+ targets, if you just want to max out damage, you'll actually want to dump all your rage via Revenge and not Execute. Tier set wise, with the Prot Warrior, Armaments of the Infinite Infantry, the 2 set is Outburst, consuming 30 rage grants you a stack of Seeing Red, which transforms at 8 stacks into Outburst, and this causes your next Shield Slam or Thunderclap to be 200% more effective and grant you Ignore Pain. Your 4 set bonus Outburst Avatar increases your damage dealt by an additional 10% and decreases damage taken by 10%. Avatar will also instantly grant you a charge of Outburst. So how does the tier set impact your rotation? The Protection Warrior tier set actually has a fair impact on your decision making when you are executing your rotation. The tier set synergizes really well with anger management, seeing you generate more rage to reset your cooldowns faster, which makes your tier set bonus generate more rage, which makes your cooldown cycle faster, which makes your tier set bonus generate more rage, and so on and so on and so on and so on through this loop. The goal with the tier bonus is not to waste extra rage from outburst procs though. Often this means you'll want to spend rage before you consume your outburst, or you'll want to track your Seeing Red stacks and have Shield Slam off cooldown and ready to use just prior to an outburst proc. You can generate more Seeing Red stacks whilst you have an outburst proc ready to use as well, so being super aggressive at spending rage is almost always better than just letting it cap out and wasting your rage generation. If you have the 4-piece, avoid using Avatar when you have an outburst proc ready to be used, or it's about to trigger, say at 6+ stacks of Seeing Red. Also avoid overcapping an outburst proc from Seeing Red stacks with an outburst proc from Avatar, because you'll just end up wasting one of the procs. In 5+ target AoE situations, spending outburst on a Thunderclap instead of a Shield Slam can actually be a DPS increase. It does sacrifice some rage generation, but for quick bursts of add damage or threat generation in large packs, this is actually a really okay thing to do. Talk about core abilities and your main cooldowns really quickly. So around rage generation, each enemy auto attack that hits you causes you to generate 3 rage. Your Shield Slam will net you 15 rage, a Thunderclap will net you 5 rage, and Avatar will net you 30 rage. Your rage spending abilities: shield block is 30 rage, ignore pain is 35 rage, revenge is 20 rage, and execute is 20 to 40 rage. When actively tanking, you want to ensure, as I said at the start, as much uptime on your shield block as possible. This is your primary rage spender when you are tanking. Outside of this, ignore pain, revenge, and execute are what come after in your rage spending category. Cooldown wise, you've got avatar, and this generates 20 rage and 20% increased damage for 20 seconds. And on your defensive cooldown side of the fence, shield wall is a 40% DR for 8 seconds. Last stand increases your max health by 30% for 15 seconds. Rallying cry is a party or raid health boost for 15% for 10 seconds. Demo shout is a 15% DR for 8 seconds, and spell reflection gives you 20% magic DR for 5 seconds or until a spell is reflected. So looking through the warrior talents now, general raid talent build here for the Prot Warrior. Level 15, you're gonna go with Devastate. It's just steady damage increase, shield slam resets, and it stops you having to spam Devastate. Level 25 double time, this gives you extra mobility and synergizes really well with Reprisal. Level 30 is Booming Voice. It's the best rage generation talent in the row. It turns Demo Shout into an offensive and defensive tool. Level 35, Bounding Stride or Crackling Thunder. Bounding Stride is just another boost to mobility, whereas Crackling Thunder increases the radius on Thunderclap. Level 40, Indomitable. So this is 10% extra health and a small healing tick as you spend your rage. Level 45, Into the Fray. So this can get you up to 10% extra haste. And level 50 is Anger Management, so your rage spent reduces the cooldown of Avatar and Shield Wall. It's a pretty handy talent. For Mythic Plus, you're going to swap up a few things, but not many. Realistically, the only change you're going to see from the raid setup is Ravager at level 45. The reason being is Ravager is just really solid burst damage going into packs, and it's fantastic rage generation, so it is just a real winning pick for Mythic Plus. So looking at Covenant choice, so every single Covenant is absolutely fine for all forms of content. Just going to put that out right now for like 90% of the player base. Pick what you like, go nuts. I want to talk about min-max side of things. We'll start off with raiding. It's Necrolord with Marileth, or it's Kyrian with Mechanicos. It's also worth mentioning that Night Fae under Naya is not a terrible option either if you don't want to play either of those. Now, Necrolord sacrifices a little bit of burst damage in regards to, in comparison to Kyrian and Night Fae, but the rage generation that you gain from Banner, the group buff that you bring is absolutely fantastic. You do have to play at a very fast APM to maintain the Banner on Necrolord though, so this is something that's worth noting, but you can maintain really lengthy uptimes with Banner via Glory. You've just got to hit Revenge and ignore Pain a lot. Now, Marileth is a fantastic soulbind, offers several great traits like Volatile Solvent, Frictionless Coating, Undulating Maneuvers, and Kevin's Oozling, adds a lot of offensive and defensive value to your Conk Banner. Kyrian, on the other hand, is just a really safe pick. Zero doubts, the Necrolord is a absolutely stronger Covenant when it's used correctly, but if you don't want the stress of playing Necrolord and pressing your buttons fast and things like that, Kyrian's a nice pick. It comes with a file. Mechanicos has great traits in Hammer of the Genesis, Soul Glow Spectrometer, or a Fuse Anima Accelerator, so either one is fine, but Necrolord is definitely the best pick. Your Mythic Plus choices, they don't change. Top pick Necrolord again, Kyrian, Mechanicos. Marileth and Necrolord again is just, as I mentioned in the raid, nothing changes converting this into Mythic Plus. It is harder to play than Kyrian, as I mentioned, but Necrolord, you get these mass amounts of rage generation. Your APM's going up trying to spend it to keep that banner going. It synergizes so well with Glory. It's just a great pick. Learn to play Necrolord, please, and you'll have a lot of fun in Season 4. Legendary wise, Reprisal and Unity for your raid composition. Reprisal just provides a huge amount of defense and offense. It can be awkward to use, and a lot of people don't like the playstyle with it, but the trade-off is actually really worth it if you get comfortable with it. Mythic Plus, it's Reprisal and Unity again, so nothing changes. Stats wise, we're going to talk item level, then we're going to go strength, haste, versatility, crit, and mastery. So item level up the top feeds into strength basically, because that's where you're going to get the most strength from, and then your stats wise, haste, versatility, crit, mastery. Enchants wise, cloak's going to be fortified avoidance for the raid or fortified leech for M+. Chest, you want internal stats. Gloves, eternal strength. Rings, you're going to hook them up with Tenon of haste. Boots, soul treads. Weapon wise, you got a few choices. Lightless Force is great for AoE. Celestial Guidance is really solid in Mythic Plus for defense and just a general purpose. And Sinful Revelation is fantastic for single target or that raid pass environment. Oil wise, Shadow Core Oil, Flask, Spectral Flask of Power. Potion wise, you're going to go with Spectral Strength for AoE or Phantom Fire for single target. You'll be using a Heavy Desolate Armor kit, and Health Potions are Cosmic Healing Pot, so nothing really changes through any of this that we've seen on the other tanks. Food wise, you're going to go with the Crown Roast Aspic. So that is it. Any questions, hit me up in the comments below. Otherwise, make sure you check out the other tank guides, the dungeon guides, all that are fitting out on the channel right now. Come and join us in the Discord. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you all next time. See you, fam.